Hello and welcome back to Community Roundup, sponsored by Brad's Furniture and Appliances. I'm Jordan Prentice, and today I am joined by Ted and Emry of the Stage North Theatre Society. They are headed to the BC Theatre Mainstage Festival. That's what it's called,
yes,
right?
It is.
Okay, they are headed there for July 11th. They're representing the Peace River Zone. And so we're going to hear some more about that. Thank you so much for joining me, guys.
Thanks for having us. This is great.
Yeah, of course. So first of all, I would like to know, is this your first time at Mainstage?
This is the first major time for me. I went when I was 16, and at Mainstage, if you think of it like a hockey tournament, there's like the big games, but also at Mainstage, there's like workshop plays. So it's like you're not competing, but you can get some help. So I've been down there for that over 15 years ago now. So it's been a while for me, but how about you, Emry?
I was in 2018 as the workshop show, and 2019 our show competed as well.
So this is kind of like a big deal, but...
Yes.
So I'm curious, like, it's a festival, but is it also like a competition, or?
So it is, yeah, there's shows every night, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. And so they're professionally adjudicated. So they're all community actors and community shows, but we all go down to Surrey. We have professional adjudicators. The adjudicator this year is an amazing actress. And each night she'll watch, and then right after the show, she'll tell us what she thinks of it, usually positive things right away. And then the next day we sit down for what's called a coffee critique, where she goes more in depth for 2 hours, coaches us, says, why did you do this, and asks all sorts of lovely questions that way. So it's both a competition and also a skill building process, and also just a great time to get together with other actors.
And what was the process of, like, were you selected to have your play?
So a few weeks ago we hosted, Peace River Zone hosted the theater festival for this area, which included 3 shows that were adjudicated by a professional actor that was brought up. And it was a very similar process, just on a much smaller scale. Our show was chosen from those shows to move forward, so we will head to provincials now. Yeah.
And it's in Surrey, correct?
Yeah, the Surrey, it's a big theater in Surrey, so.
Okay, I got you. And, I mean, how are you guys feeling?
Well, I'm a bit tired. So because it's community, one of the adjudicators really point out, the cool thing about community is that we both have, lives outside of theater. And so I think I will be most excited probably on the drive down. Right now I'm like, it's there, it's cool. And I am very pumped. It hasn't seemed real yet. So I think when I step in front of the giant, theater and we're setting up, I think I'll be super, super excited. Right now, having been a teacher, I'm excited to sleep, but I am pretty jazzed. I am very happy to go.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah. It's a really cool community that they build down there. There's green room events every night where you can get to know the other casts and crews and network and really meet other theater people. So it's a very neat celebration week-long of love of theater. So as much as I'm excited to go down and perform, I'm just really excited for the feeling and getting to enjoy loving theater down there.
Oh, that's awesome. So let's talk about the play. It's called The Exquisite Hour, and it's by Stewart, how do you say?
Lemoine.
Stewart
Nice memory.
Lemoine. Oh, thank you. So first of all, tell me about the play, like a synopsis, if you will.
we were talking off air about this too. So the play, and Emery's going to jump in anytime. So it's a very cute show. It's set in the 1962. And I play a guy named Zach. I work at Abernathy's department store, and it takes place in my backyard. And it's just like a normal night for me. I don't do a whole lot. And then Emery's character comes in and tries to sell me an encyclopedia, which sounds very strange, but it's this really lovely, it's comedic, but it's also romantic. It's also, it takes a twist. And it's one of those plays, I think, where you start and you go, and then there's a nice twist at the end that kind of gets you in the feels. So it's a weird sell to be like, it's about encyclopedias, yes. But it kind of is.
Okay, so are you two the only, do we call it a cast in theater?
Yeah,
okay.
two-person show. It happens in real time, which is really neat. So an hour on stage with us is an hour of the show, is an hour with the audience. There's no time skips or anything.
Oh, cool.
It's just the hour spent together. So it's
that's so cool.
Neat concept.
How much can you fit into an hour,
A
right?
lot.
Yes.
A lot of lines in an hour.
Very cool. Oh, I'm excited for you guys. So how much time have you spent rehearsing?
More recently, so we started the show And it's
Beginning of April, we
yeah.
started rehearsing.
And then we really threw into it. We've been meeting quite a bit, a couple of times a week, and then off stage as well. I mean, with only 2 people, you have to memorize a lot of lines. And then the both of us have been doing a lot of work behind the scenes. Like Emry has done a lot of the costumes and a lot of the props and things. I've showed up.
Set and tech. Oh, baloney. You do all the set and tech, and it's been a team effort. There's been 4 of us working on it, 3 of us going down, competing with it. And so usually when you're working on a show, you have like a large team of production team, and we're just kind of doing it all ourselves this time round and putting it together. So it's been a really great collaboration.
Well, that sounds remarkable. Like,
It was
Yeah,
something,
when you look at
Right?
it that way, yeah.
when you think of play, you just think like you have to have so many people involved in organizing it and, you know, running it. So I just think that that's so cool that you guys have managed to get a spot at this festival, and you're such a small like group.
Well, it's been really neat because, like, I mean, this is the first year that we've really got to do it after a while, and it was neat because everybody came and said, what can I do? So, for instance, our director, we're like, do you want to do this? And he was like, sure. And he showed up guns a-blazing, which was fantastic. We made a call to the community and said, we need a stage manager. Our stage manager stepped right up. So it's been a really neat, very Fort St. John story of, we need this. And people were like, we got you. So that was really amazing.
Oh, that's great. And I was just wondering, so what do you do for like your pre-show nerves? Because I know everybody has them, right? So
Do you want to go first or you want me to go first?
We listened to a lot of musical soundtracks as we were getting ready and just sing it out. Not well, but fun. And then I think we both kind of process down and separate a little bit because our characters don't know each other at the start of the show. So we split physically and just kind of get in our own zone how we each do that. You're a lot more stationary. I move and wander, but yeah.
It's a neat energy to come back to because, yeah, you're right. Everybody has their own thing. And so it's been an honor. Emery's been acting for a long time. I've been acting for a long time, too. And so it's just neat to see each other's actions. Like, oh, that's what you do. I'm going to steal that idea. So it's a really wonderful, if everybody could experience a half an hour before a show, they might go, wow, that's really weird. But it's a really magical half an hour.
Oh, I think that's so cool. And aside from the festival and aside from the Exquisite Hour, what is next for Stage North Theatre Society?
I'm directing Footloose the musical that it goes up in October. So we just cast our show. We're taking July off for people to do vacations, and then we're hitting the floor in August with dance rehearsals. And
Cool. That'll be so fun.
yeah, it's a big one.
And Emry, how many people are in the show?
Just over 40. We're doing big cast, lots of community members. Over 20 of them, it's their first time on stage, first time in community theater. So we're really excited to be working with a whole new group coming into the fresh in the new season.
Oh, that's amazing. I will go see that play for
Yeah.
sure. I love Footloose.
Awesome.
This is great. Well, thank you so much, Ted and Emry, for joining me.
Thank you for having
today.
us.
Of course. So be sure to stay up to date with the Stage North Theatre Society by Facebook.
Yes.
And yes, check in, see how the Mainstage Festival went for the Exquisite Hour, and keep your eyes peeled for Footloose in October?
In October, yes.
Oh my gosh, that's so exciting. You have been watching Community Roundup, brought to you by Brad's Furniture and Appliances. I'm Jordan Prentice. I've been joined by Ted and Emry of the Stage North Theatre Society, and we